How many of you understand what is review of literature? Can anyone answer me? What is review of literature? Or what is the meaning of the term review of literature?
Is it understanding the other who have already done the research on a particular topic,
Hmm.
who have already studied on a particular area, and then identifying the gap, what he has not done, what that person has not done,
Hmm.
or what we can quote there? Is it something like that?
Yeah, whatever we use to quote is the quotation or the references which we are taking, and that is quite very different from the review of literature. Review of literature, you have mentioned it very correctly, that it is something which is here, which already the work which already has been done previously, the researches which has already been done, and now we are going to review those papers because we are here to review those papers because we have to give a references to that. We have to first step. What is the first step of putting yourself into a thesis writing or into a research?
Problem statement.
Identify the research gap.
No. First, what is the first
Problem
step?
statement.
Problem statement, and
Problem statement.
after that,
Objective. Objectives.
Objectives.
objectives. See, I besides taking, I have to stop this presentation, and I'm sharing you. I'm sharing a blank sheet with all of you first. Let me do that. Now, see, if I am talking about a research program that you are taking, like thesis writing or a research, so what you are doing, first step is taking a coursework, which you all are doing. And during your coursework, what are the three subjects you are taking? First is research methodology. What is a research methodology? Yes, what is a research methodology?
Ma'am,
How do you
it's a
do a research?
blueprint of the research systematic
Which
way
math
to solve your research problem.
Yeah,
method
definitely.
chosen for the
Yeah, the methods which you are going to choose to understand that what basically your research is all about, or how you are going to do your research. Your subject decides the type of research for yourself, right? It's not that you are choosing, but your subjects decides that what kind of research it requires. Now, second thing about it is review. Review of research is very important because here you have to read all the researches already being done on the related topic of your, because until and unless you do a research, until and unless you read the already done research, you won't get an idea that how you have to do the research into the same field. So this is your review of research, and that is already a review of literature or review of research is a complete topic will be there which you have to write in your researches, which you have to include in your research and synopsis. Then the third paper you have to take in during the coursework is computer application. There you should know how to use the computer, what are the softwares and all. So I don't have much idea about computer application or its thing, so I won't talk much about it. But yes, that is the basic knowledge about the softwares, viruses, applications. These things will be taken care of. But हाँ, तो दैट इज व्हाट आई आस्क्ड यू ना ऑलरेडी कि यहाँ पे कोई है ऐसे स्टूडेंट जिनको हिंदी में भी चाहिए, तो आई कैन यूज अ बाइलिंगुअल क्लास. आई ऑलरेडी आस्क्ड यू. ओके किरण, आई विल डू दैट. देखिए, तो हम लोग जब रिसर्च में कोर्स वर्क करते हैं तो यहाँ पे क्या है, तीन चीज आती है. पहले रिसर्च मेथड, जिसमें हम किसकी बात करते हैं, प्रक्रिया कि हम कौन कौन से रिसर्च को सभी तरीके के रिसर्चेस को हम लोग जानते हैं, पहचानते हैं, समझते हैं और फिर डिसाइड करते हैं कि किस तरीके का रिसर्च हम लोग ऑप्ट करेंगे। सेकंड आता है रिव्यू ऑफ रिसर्च, जिसके अंदर हम पहले से किए हुए सारे रिसर्चेस के बारे में अपने वर्क के अंदर लिखते हैं। वो कैसे होगा वो मैं बताऊंगी, बिकॉज दिस इज माय सब्जेक्ट, तो आई विल टेक दैट। तीसरा आपका आएगा कंप्यूटर एप्लीकेशन। इसको अभी छोड़ देते हैं क्योंकि इसमें सिंपल कंप्यूटर की नॉलेज के बारे में आपसे पूछा जाएगा, नथिंग एल्स। नाउ अब कोर्स वर्क के बाद आपका जो नेक्स्ट स्टेप आता है वो क्या आता है, यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ साइनॉप्सिस। यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ साइनॉप्सिस, राइट? इतना सबको
Yes,
समझ
ma'am.
में आता है ना?
Yes, madam.
हम सबको साइनॉप्सिस पेश करना है। तो साइनॉप्सिस लिखने के लिए आपके स्टेप्स क्या होंगे, किस तरीके से यू हैव टू क्रिएट अ साइनॉप्सिस, बिकॉज दिस इज वेरी a tough work to create it by your own, because you all are here to take the coursework. यहाँ पे we are here to give you the classes to make you understand that how to write a synopsis, हाउ टू राइट अ रिसर्च। हम लोग यहाँ पे आपको कोर्स वर्क में यही चीज सिखाते हैं कि साइनॉप्सिस या रिसर्च थीसिस किस तरीके से लिखी जाती है, उनके स्टेप्स क्या होते हैं, वही चीज आपको यहाँ सिखाई जाएगी। ठीक है, गॉट इट एवरीवन?
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ जी
Yes,
बेटा।
Yes, madam.
हाँ जी बेटा, कोई कुछ बोल रहा था?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके, आई थॉट किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है। तो सिनॉप्सिस में फर्स्ट स्टेप क्या होगी? फर्स्ट स्टेप आपकी आती है इंट्रोडक्शन। फर्स्ट स्टेप क्या आएगी आपकी सिनॉप्सिस में? इंट्रोडक्शन। इंट्रोडक्शन के अंदर क्या होता है बता सकते हैं? व्हाट इज इंट्रोडक्शन? हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं इंट्रोडक्शन?
Tell me about the topic of our research topic,
Yes.
and what we do in the research.
Yes, definitely. यहाँ पे you have to talk about, you have to give an idea to the team. You have to give an idea to the research team, your guys, external, internal, जो भी आपके research, synopsis के interview में बैठेंगे, you have to give them an idea that what is your topic of research and what you are about to research. Topic and research, what you are going to research in that. So the complete introduction will be a kind of a shortest summary of your thesis. What you are going to opt, what the subject is all about. Basically आपके synopsis और introduction के बीच में ही आपका topic भी होगा. How you have to choose a topic. Let me write it again first. When you are writing a synopsis, the synopsis के अंदर सबसे पहले आता है your topic. How you will choose your topic? First point. And how you will choose the title of your research. जो topic होगा, जो title होगा, how you will choose a title or topic of your research. First of all, write down that the title should be very concise and appropriate to the topic. The title should be very concise and appropriate to the topic. मतलब कि एक बिल्कुल सतर्क और सार्थक टॉपिक आपको चूज करना है। टाइटल ऐसा होना चाहिए जो कि जब वो रिसर्च किसी के हाथ में जाए या साइनॉप्सिस किसी के हाथ में जाए, द पीपल शुड अंडरस्टैंड कि व्हाट इज इनसाइड देयर। ठीक है, दैट शुड बी वेरी मच रिफ्लेक्टिंग। जो टॉपिक होगा वो बहुत ज्यादा रिफ्लेक्टिंग होना चाहिए कि आपने जो टाइटल अपने रिसर्च के लिए चूज करा है, दैट इज टेलिंग एवरीथिंग अबाउट योर रिसर्च टॉपिक। तो इट शुड बी वेरी मच एप्ट, इट शुड नॉट बी कंफ्यूजिंग। ठीक है, कंफ्यूजिंग बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए। इट शुड बी वेरी मच क्लियर कि यस व्हाट द राइटर और व्हाट द scholar is telling here, what the scholar wants to tell us about it. तो उसका रिसर्च डिटेल है क्या, वो आपके टॉपिक से या आपके टाइटल से रिफ्लेक्ट होता है। तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपका जो टाइटल है वो बिल्कुल क्लियर होना चाहिए। दैट शुड बी वेरी क्लियर, राइट?
Yes, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
किरण, आपको समझ में आ रहा है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. सेकंड यहाँ पर आता है इंट्रोडक्शन, तो मैंने पहले लिखवाया था सेकंड यहाँ पे टाइटल के बाद आएगा इंट्रोडक्शन। तो इंट्रोडक्शन में क्या आएगा? इंट्रोडक्शन शुड बी समथिंग विच जस्टिफाइज द टाइटल। Introduction.
Evaluating and interpreting published research.
Introduction should be something that justifies the title. That justify the title. Introduction कुछ और कह रहा हो, title कुछ और कह रहा हो, ये नहीं होना चाहिए. So there should be you can say compatibility between the topic and the title, the introduction and the title. उसके बीच में compatibility होना चाहिए, उसके बीच में एक सामंजस्य होना चाहिए कि आप जो वहाँ टाइटल में कह रहे हो उसी चीज को आगे आप लेके जा रहे हो. ठीक है, यहाँ पे आई थिंक फार्मा के, नर्सिंग के, बायोकेमिस्ट्री के, हिंदी, इंग्लिश लिटरेचर, संस्कृत, योगा, बहुत सारे अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट के स्टूडेंट्स हैं और वो इस चीज को बहुत अच्छे से समझ सकते हैं कि मैं क्या बात कहना चाहती हूँ. राइट?
Yeah, ma'am. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
अगर कहीं पे भी कोई कंफ्यूजन होता है तो यू हैव एन ऑप्शन ऑफ रेजिंग द हैंड. आप हैंड रेज यहाँ से पुश कर सकते हैं एंड आई विल टेक योर क्वेश्चन इन बिटवीन द क्लास. इवन आई विल टेक योर क्वेश्चन. ओके, तो सबसे पहले इंट्रोडक्शन आपको लिखना होता है. साइनेप्सिस, दूसरी चीज, साइनेप्सिस जो होगा, साइनेप्सिस शुड बी टोटल 13 to 14 पेजेस का ये बनता है. इससे ज्यादा हो सकते हैं, कम नहीं. इसका एवरेज लिमिट जो होता है वो 11-12 पेजेस डिपेंड ऑन द सब्जेक्ट माना जाता है, लेकिन 13-14 पेजेस इज एन एवरेज वन जो कि इसमें लिखा जाएगा. तो इसमें इंट्रोडक्शन इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग जिसमें आप अपने पूरे टाइटल को जस्टिफाई करेंगे. ओके, एंड इसके बाद थर्ड टॉपिक आपका आता है या थर्ड चीज आती है, दैट इज रिव्यू ऑफ रिसर्च. Now, the third point after the introduction is review of research. जब ये introduction लिखा है, तो from where you get your data of writing this research? The question that you have chosen a topic. For example, someone is doing a PhD on literature. So I think यहाँ पे whosoever student is there and whatever is your subject, but all must understand Shakespeare. Shakespeare आपको सबने सुना है ना. If you are doing a research on Shakespeare, then अगर आप Shakespeare के ऊपर research कर रहे हैं ना, obviously your topic is about some character of Shakespeare. तो आपने उसके बारे में कहाँ से पढ़ा. When you are writing an introduction, the data you have collected, the information you have collected, obviously you haven't taken the interview of Shakespeare. You can't. He belonged to the 16th century. So he is a dead person now. You cannot take the interview of Shakespeare. So from where you have collected the data? You have collected the data from all the researches already being done on him. है ना? आपको डेटा वो सारा कहाँ से मिला? आपने अपनी जो राय बनाई है, आपने जो इंट्रोडक्शन के अंदर लिखा है, वो सारा आपको कहाँ से मिला? You have collected the data. You have justified your title by reading other researches. तो यहाँ पे yeah, definitely. So in review of research, you have to mention not the title, all the researches you have gone through. All the researches.
This research reference.
Not references. References are different. All the researches, I'm telling you, have patience and write down whatever I'm saying. All the researches you have read along with a bit of the detail. Please mute your mic, everyone. A bit of the details of article or paper, research article, research paper, research thesis, whatever you have written, you have read, along with a bit of detail of the research article, paper, thesis, and the writer. Whosoever is the writer of that research, you have to give a bit of detail of that. So that research review will contain at least, in the synopsis, that should contain at least 50 to 20 reviews.
Words.
And that should contain all the details that what was there in the particular topic, in the paper, and who is the writer and what is the detail of that writer. So one liner, two liner detail of the writer should be there along with the detail. One paragraph for each review should be there, and that paragraph should contain a detail of that research article or paper along with one or two liner detail of the writer if it is available. Okay, so you have to mention that in all your research reviews. That is very important, otherwise the authenticity of your research work will not be considered, or the work will not be considered as authentic. The reason behind that, why it won't be considered authentic, because it is impossible to create a unique work without going through or without referring any kind of research. It is impossible. So if you are not mentioning any of the review of research, then it will go in the plagiarism, and that will create a problem. So it's better to mention as many as reviews which you are taking. You have to give the mention, or you have to give the references to that in your synopsis. That will be better for you. तो ये सबसे easiest way होता है कि आप जितने भी रिव्यूज या जितने भी रिसर्च पेपर्स को पढ़ते हैं, आर्टिकल्स को पढ़ते हैं, you should mention, you should give the references to all of them, you should give the references of all the research reviews here. That will make your thesis more authentic. Okay?
Okay.
Third step.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, after research review, what you need to do, you have to write down. Third is research methodology. Now, whatever your subject is, according to that, your topic is, according to that, you have to decide that what kind of research methodology you have to opt, and you have to give a mention of that research methodology here, that in your research paper, in your, abhi I'm talking about synopsis, so synopsis को synopsis की तरह लीजिए. Synopsis maybe you have to give a complete section of research methodology, that what kind of methodologies you are supposed to going to opt for your research paper or your research thesis. ठीक है, whether it is a dissertation, MPhil बंद ही हो गया almost, but whether it is a dissertation or it is a research thesis, but you have to take a research methodology for that, and it is very important to be specific with your methodology. So when you are writing a synopsis, do elaborate your research methodology as much as you can, because how much clarification you will show in the synopsis, the clarification will be seen in your thesis as well. जितना क्लैरिफाई तरीके से आप रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी को अपनी साइनॉप्सिस में मेंशन करेंगे, उतना ही क्लैरिफाई तरीके से आप इसको थीसिस में मेंशन कर पाएंगे, और वो आपकी थीसिस को जस्टिफाई करता है कि आपने ये रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजीज ली है और ये जरूरी थी. ठीक है, फाइन. नाउ
Yes, ma'am.
good. Now after research methodology, what you need to do here, what you have to write down, you have to write down about your objectives and aims. What are the objectives behind taking the particular topic? So you have to tell that what are the objectives when you are taking this topic, what are your objectives, मतलब आपके particular उद्देश्य क्या है इस टॉपिक को ही चूज करने के पीछे. आप किस तरीके की उम्मीद या अपेक्षाएं रखते हैं इस टॉपिक से कि ये क्या चेंजेस लेकर आएगा सोसाइटी में या आपके पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में, वो सारी चीजें आपको यहाँ पे मेंशन करनी होती है. हाँ, इससे पहले एक चीज और आएगी, ये 5th नंबर पे चला जाएगा, सॉरी मैं भूल गई. रिसर्च मैथोडोलॉजी के बाद आपका आ जाता है 4th नंबर पे रिसर्च क्वेश्चन. रिसर्च क्वेश्चंस आ जाते हैं. रिसर्च क्वेश्चन दैट इज हाइपोथेसिस. रिसर्च मैथोडोलॉजी के बाद आपको रिसर्च क्वेश्चन क्रिएट करने होते हैं अपने टॉपिक से रिलेटेड. यू हैव टू गिव अ फ्यू रिसर्च क्वेश्चंस कि आपकी रिसर्च जो भी है उससे रिलेटेड आपके क्वेश्चंस क्या है, आप बेसिकली किस चीज पे रिसर्च करना चाह रहे हो, जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल योर रिसर्च ऑन फार्मा, तो फार्मा के अंदर यू आर टेकिंग अ मेडिसिन, इट्स इम्पैक्ट or something, you are doing a research on like if it is a psychology, then on a particular age group, the child age group, if you are taking to research on, then what are the benefits of that, what are your research questions, that how a peer group react on a particular you know on a particular thing, on a particular behavior of a parent, or what is the common behavior of a particular peer group on something, or whatever the topics are. So in psychology, in child psychology, or in pharma, in biochemistry, in geology, if you are taking about the phytoplanktons or about something, so you have to create 5 6 research questions. They are called hypotheses. Maybe in your research methodology, or in your research, in research methodology, your teacher must have told you about the what is an hypothesis. This is a very basic question. So, can anyone tell me what is an hypothesis or a research question?
It is an assumption, madam.
It is an assumption. Yes. Again.
Between two
Ma'am, but
variables.
there's a difference between
Assumption between two variables.
Okay.
ma'am,
Yes. Yes.
there's a difference between hypothesis and a question.
There is a difference between hypothesis and question.
Yes.
This
How?
They are two different things.
Yeah. Tell me how.
Ma'am, question is like it's typically a focused,
Hmm.
kind of a thing. And hypothesis is a formal statement that we, put forward to show relationship between two or more variables.
That is what research question is also there. In research question also you used to show relationship between two variables, and that is to be proved in
to
your
understand the this is a hypothesis means another things we can say to understand in a different 2 or 3 type different way of the topic, like to understand or to explain the way what we are showing to the particular topic, like what you say assumption,
that is what research question is
Ma'am,
also.
hypothesis is in a sense it's like
Imaginary statement.
it's
That
an
is in
imaginary
Hindi that is a
statement that
parikalpana.
is put
या
forward.
परिकल्पना, उसे हम हिंदी में परिकल्पना या इमेजिनरी स्टेटमेंट
बिल्कुल
बोलते
बिल्कुल
हैं.
जो हम समझते हैं कि ऐसा हो सकता है.
हाँ, और वही रिसर्च क्वेश्चन भी होता है, बिकॉज व्हेन यू चूज अ टॉपिक, आपने जैसे मैंने कहा शेक्सपियर का आपने एक टॉपिक चूज किया, या चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजी में आपने एक पीयर ग्रुप के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन चूज किया, तो आपने एक क्वेश्चन बनाया कि ओके 13 to 18 ईयर आपने ले लिया कि टीन एज के ऊपर आप एक क्वेश्चन पुट कर रहे हैं, व्हाट इज द बिहेवियर, how keen they can how much possibility they fall into a bad company, or whatever the behavioral question can be there. So these are all research questions.
Right.
And they can show a positive result or a negative result. That is a null
Negative
hypothesis
result.
or no hypothesis. That is hypothesis and research question is same.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Means ma'am that is
According to myself,
put our thought process about based on the analysis, right?
What? Yeah. What, Devendra? Yes, Devendra, क्या कह रहे हैं आप?
Means we have to put our thought. We have to put our thought process based on the analysis of the topic, right?
Yes, you have
different
Hello, ma'am.
for the different.
मैं सबके क्वेश्चंस लूंगी प्लीज वन बाय वन. देवेंद्र, आप जो कह रहे हैं वो सब चीज ठीक है, आपके जो टॉपिक है उससे रिलेटेड जितने क्वेश्चंस आपके दिमाग में अराइज हो रहे हैं कि वेदर इट कैन हैपन और नॉट, योर रिजल्ट कैन बी पॉजिटिव और नॉट, व्हाटएवर योर फाइंडिंग्स विल बी, all those should be put into the question form, and that is called hypothesis or research question. Yes, Rohit was asking something. Yes, Rohit.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Rohit.
Yes, according to myself, when we are talking about hypothesis, it is a sort of statement made by the scholar. It may be imaginary, fictionary, and upon that, he will do the research.
Yes.
I think so.
Yes, and that's the same thing as research question. आपका रिसर्च, अपनी रिसर्च से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन क्या है, अपने टॉपिक से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन क्या है, दैट इज व्हाट यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ हाइपोथेसिस एंड रिसर्च क्वेश्चन, उसी को तो आप जस्टिफाई करोगे अपनी रिसर्च में.
Yes, ma'am.
So both are same. Okay. Yes, Manvendra. Yes, Manvendra. मानवेंद्र, आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है.
Ma'am, Sandeep Joshi is here.
यस संदीप बोलिए.
I've just joined today. I was on the town. इतना after all these things, जहाँ तक मेरी समझ में आया कि hypothesis thinking that you have to think over it and you have to put the questions and then you have to write the answers of those things that you are thinking.
Yes.
Is it? Am I correct, ma'am?
Yes, you have to think about it, about your topic, about your researches, and after that whatever question comes in your mind you have to frame it, because your whole thesis will go according to that, and that is called hypothesis or research questions.
Right.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Is it clear to everyone now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So now after research or hypothesis, there comes objectives and aims. What are basically the objectives and aims? What are basically the objectives and aims? Objective matlab?
Ma'am, the main reason why you have selected the subject.
The reasons you can say, or the reason behind selecting the topic. Subject तो नहीं, but topic जो आपने choose किया है, and what are the future perspective you are seeking with your topic, that what kind of message you want to deliver to the future generation, why, what is special in your thesis that the youngsters or the other generation, the another or the upcoming generation, upcoming scholars should refer your thesis for the same. So that is your aim.
We can say that the research aims at they are in broader inversion, and the research objective they are specific, we can say. And can we say that?
Definitely. Research objectives are specific because you should know before selecting a topic that what are your objectives behind when you are selecting a topic, right? Yes, these are the reasons why you are doing that. And another thing is aims. Aims are like when you are selecting a topic, when you are definitely going to research on a topic, you come up with the aims that yes, this will bring such kind of changes, or that will bring such kind of productivity to the society, to the field or something. That is what is all about the aims. ये क्या start हो गया group में? What that good idea is, I request all the scholars to share the contact number so that we can have possible academic activity. Okay, got it? So the objectives are the reason behind choosing your topics and what kind of future perspectives you are looking with it, and aims are how it will be productive and useful for the future generation. What are the reasons or what you are giving in your thesis so that the upcoming scholars can refer it. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Please number share करने के साथ साथ ना मेरी बातों पे भी ध्यान देते रहना. Now I'm writing with the 6 points. Now the 6 point will be after objective and aims. Someone is joining now. Yes, after objective and aim, you have to write down the chapter wise summary. The chapter wise. Yes, chapter wise summary. In that you have to give a complete detail yes, you have.
Sorry, 6 number is, can you repeat again?
Chapter wise summary.
Chapter wise summary.
Yes, chapter wise summary. Okay, this is chapter wise summary. Now, in chapter wise summary, how you will write about it? You have to first write the introduction is already being given, and after that you have to chapter introduction is already being given and research review. Then in chapter wise summary you have to mention how many chapters you want to include in your thesis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, how many chapters will be there, so that summary will be there. And that summary should be at least in 10 to 12 lines. इससे छोटा नहीं होना चाहिए. You should be very concise about the idea that what exactly you are going to do in your thesis, so that people will understand, the readers who will pass your synopsis, who will confirm your synopsis to you, should have a rough idea about your synopsis. Got it?
Okay.
Then your next point will be the 7th point.
Yes, madam.
Yes. Next will be limitations. Next will be limitations. Limitations of research. Next will be limitations of research. Okay. In this point, you all need to mention that what are the limitations you are facing and what are the limitations of your research. Just a minute, I'm just putting for mute for 1 minute. मम्मी पापा करिए तो 10 मिनट बाद भेज देना, फिर मुझे वहां मिल जाएंगे मेरी 15-20 मिनट की क्लास. Yes. So limitation of research के अंदर you have to mention 2 points. First point, that limitation you are facing while doing the researches. ठीक है? Limitation you are facing while doing the research, and B point is what are the limitations of your research. That it belongs to the particular field, it cannot be useful to another field or something. So what are the limitations of your research? That both the things will be mentioned in that. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes, sure.
7 number point. मैम एक बार और बता दीजिएगा.
7 number point is limitations of research.
Madam, if you can kindly give an example just to understand how these two are separate.
Okay.
Because I'm having a confusion in that.
Definitely, Avik, I will do that. Here, Sadik and Geeta have raised their hand. Yes, Sadik?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yes.
You mentioned that under a chapter-wise summary, you have to create 10-12 chapters, right? So is there any standard titles around which this chapterization
No. There is no need of putting any kind of title for your chapter. You just have to do chapter 1 and write down the summary, what you want to do, what you want to put in chapter. And that can be changed. You can be flexible by writing your thesis. Because see, here you are creating the chapter. Sadik, please mute your mic. While writing this synopsis, you are going to give just a 10-12 line summary about your chapter. But in your thesis, you are going to write around 20 to 30 pages. So that will definitely vary. You have to just give an idea to the readers that what you are going to do in your chapter 1 or chapter 2 or chapter 3. Okay? Sadik, your answer is clear?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Now, Geeta.
Ma'am, I have another question.
Yes,
Ma'am,
yes,
I have
Sadik.
another request to you.
Yes, Sadik.
Would you be able to share some sample synopsis with us?
Definitely, I'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Madam, my doubt was regarding objectives. Is there any standard number of objectives that has to be listed in synopsis?
Standard number of what?
Like in number, like in our PG level, I want to know like a number of objectives that we have to state during our synopsis for our topic.
Six. At least 5, 6 objectives should be there. That's it. That will be more than.
And another doubt I have regarding introduction part, you told that we have to summarize our topic and justify the title.
Yes.
In that, basically, we are adding the paragraphs pertaining to summary of a title, and along with that, we should add our sample regarding on whom we are doing. So, what is the importance in justifying the topic in them? Is that both the topics we should include, or it is only regarding the title we have to explain?
No, you have to just give an introduction or description of your topic in the introduction part. There is no need of putting the details of your data.
Okay, fine. And there is no any such chapter including like need for this study, why we are doing it and all is not necessary, ma'am. That also includes an introduction only.
No. That I said, na, ki why you are doing it and all this will come in objective and aims part.
Okay, fine, madam. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Sandeep, you have some question. You have raised the hand, Sandeep Joshi.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I just want to know how you differentiate the point A and point B of
yes.
para 7.
Yeah,
para 7.
definitely. Para 7.
And how we have to choose the topic. We have to choose the topic according to our subject.
According to your subject, definitely you have to choose the topic.
Right. My subject is basically education.
Then you can go for like any kind of standard higher education, the kind of digitalization of education, or whether the online and offline mode, like digital education is better than the classroom education or something. Anything. I don't belong to that area. I won't be able to guide you much, but yes, you should choose something like that. So the data should be there.
Basically, what we are facing nowadays in our education, that we have to write in that topic.
Yes. You have to give a detail of that, and whatever guide will be, whosoever will be allotted to you from our side, will guide you in a better way about your subject, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now your question was that differentiate between limitations you are facing and limitations of your research. See, what limitations, if you are researching, as you said that your subject is education, and if you are taking the digital education as your topic, then obviously you have to show in your research that what are the limitations you are facing that people are taking an online education as you yourself are taking. Now what we are doing, this is a digital classroom, we all are inside. It is not an offline one. That is a digital classroom. So what are the limitations of studying in that? Sometimes we are dependent on internet. Sometimes we are dependent on the connectivity, the time slot we have or not, or whatever the thing. Basic thing is the connectivity and internet equipment. You are having a proper one or not. Whether your particular equipment is able to open the sheet or not. It is compatible to the mode of education. It is compatible to the particular application where the classroom is being happening, because it's not only the Google Meet now. There people are using the Zoom, people are using Webcox, and many other applications are here where the classrooms are happening. So you have to talk about the limitations which you are facing in collecting your data and during your research. Second point is, what are the limitations of your research? Limitation is your research is applicable only on the digital mode of application, digital mode of education, but it is not applicable to the offline mode of education.
Right.
Okay, so that is the kind of limitations. First limitation which you are facing during your research, like फिर अभी दोबारा से कोविड आ गया, तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा? आपको अपनी पूरी रिसर्च ऑनलाइन करनी पड़ेगी.
Sure.
You have to go through different kinds of library. You have to join online libraries. Sometime you will face the internet problems or something. So that will be the limitations of your research, right? And then what is the limitation of your research? Your research is limited to the particular area. Like if you are researching on higher education, then obviously it is not applicable to the primary education or the secondary education. So that is the limitation of your research. So the 2 points will be covered in that what kind of limitations you are facing during your research work and what are the limitation of your research work. Got it?
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
हाँ.
Thank you.
Hannah Mary is also asking some question. Yes, Hannah.
Ma'am, are we supposed to follow APA 7 format or
what is your
APA
subject?
7 format? Psychology.
Then APA will be there. Baki you can ask to the teacher who will take your research methodology class. She will guide you in a best way. But I think if your subject is psychology, then you have to write your thesis into APA format.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Ma'am,
Yes.
does it depends on the subject which you take, MLA or APA format?
Yes. Like MLA and APA basically applied on all the kind of streams, but for the sciences like botany, biochemistry, pharma, and nursing and all, people used to choose Chicago also. So that depends how your thesis is going and what kind of thesis you are referring. You have to choose the bibliography and reference format for that. Yes, Sonia Gupta.
यस मैम. पॉइंट नंबर 6 में जैसे लिखा हुआ है चैप्टर वाइज समरी, तो उसमें जो हम जितने भी हम लोग चैप्टर लेंगे तो उसमें क्या सभी के ऊपर 10 से 12 लाइन लिखना होगा?
Yes. You have to give a brief summary. कि yes, in this chapter I will take the detail of the particular writer or the particular topic, whatever is your. ठीक है, जो भी क्या सब्जेक्ट है आपका?
हिंदी में.
हिंदी.
यस.
तो हिंदी में आप जैसे कोई भी लेते हैं, कबीरदास लेते हैं, तो उनकी जो पोइट्रीज लेंगे तो उसमें आप एक चैप्टर के अंदर बताइए कि उनकी राइटिंग स्टाइल के बारे में लिख रहे हैं, सेकंड चैप्टर के अंदर भक्ति काल के सारे चीजों के बारे में लिख रहे हैं, थर्ड के अंदर आप बताइए कि आप उनकी कंपैरेटिव स्टडी कर रहे हैं उसी काल के दूसरे राइटर्स के साथ, तो वो सारी चीजें उसके अंदर आ जाएंगी. ठीक है.
अच्छा.
हाँ, तो वो आपको 10 से 12 लाइनों के अंदर बताना है, लेकिन इन राइटिंग केसेस यू कैन फ्लक्चुएट इट. कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, आप उसको आराम से डिटेल में लेंगे तो वो चीजें छोटी बहुत 10 से 12 लाइनें लिखी और वहां 20-30 पेज लिखोगे तो वो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. आपको केवल एक आइडिया देना है अपने राइटर, अपने रीडर को, जो भी आपकी सिनॉप्सिस को पास करेगा, कि मैं उसमें करना क्या चाहती हूँ. ठीक है.
ठीक. थैंक
जी. यस, श्रीधरन जी. यस मिस्टर श्रीधरन, आप प्लीज अनम्यूट कीजिए. आपने अनम्यूट नहीं करा है.
Good evening, ma'am. I could join there because of my internet problems.
No issues.
Heck, my subject is law and jurisprudence, ma'am. So, what could ma'am suggest?
The flow of the synopsis will be the same for all the subjects, whatever I am giving. The topic-wise writing or the sequence will be the same here, whatever I am discussing, and I will take a permission from the faculty or the host here, whosoever will be the another faculty or the the organizers, the counselors committee, and if they allow me, then I will try to give you a recording of the classroom. If they are doing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Actually,
I will ask them.
record class, that will be very helpful, ma'am.
I will ask them for that. Okay.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Madam, one more thing.
Yes.
Now, as you said, we are studying about the literature review. Okay, yes. Ma'am, can we start the practical session of literature review so that we can also learn?
Theoretical. This is completely theoretical subject. I cannot give you a practical.
No. How do I do a literature review? Something like that.
Yeah, I'll teach you everything. I'll teach you. There are 40 classes I have to take. It's a first one. I have to take 40 classes, so I will definitely teach you everything.
Okay, just a query about it.
No issues. Yes, Amandeep. Yes, Amandeep. Your question.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
मैम, जैसे हम लोग एक्शन रिसर्च करते हैं तो फर्स्टली हम लोग उसमें एक प्रपोजल बनाते हैं, तो इट्स लाइक दैट, सिनॉप्सिस इज आल्सो इट्स लाइक दैट.
हाँ, जब आप एक्शन रिसर्च करते हैं तो उसका एक परफॉर्मा बनाते हैं ना, किस तरीके से आपको क्या करना है. तो आप जो एक वो प्री रिक्विजिशन बनाते हैं हर एक चीज का कि हाँ मुझे इस तरीके से सिस्टमैटिकली करना है, थीसिस का वही सिनॉप्सिस होता है.
ओके.
Okay. Yes, Manvendra Singh. Manvendra Singh, is there any question? Manvendra Singh, is there any question? Sharmila?
No, ma'am.
Sharmila?
Hi, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm here. Yeah, hi, ma'am. Good evening.
Good evening. Yes, ask me.
This is my first class because I missed the other class. I was not able to log in. So, is it possible to send us notes to or presentations to our personal Gmail IDs?
I have to ask the counselors about it. I seriously don't know. I will
Okay.
definitely take permission and will let you know.
Yeah, please. If your presentations could be shared, it will be better, ma'am. Thank you so
Definitely.
much.
I will share the notes also. Don't worry about it.
Okay, right. Thank you, ma'am. Right.
Most welcome. Yes, Harris. Said Harris. Said Harris.
Yeah, thank you for taking my question. Can you hear me?
Yes, sure. I can hear you now.
I prefer reading first and then attending classes so that I make more sense of what we're speaking. Is there a way you can recommend a book to us?
For review of literature, I think I can do one thing that before my classes, I will share the notes.
Yeah. I mean, any book as well, which is available anywhere. And
yeah, there are many. You can search for online because here we are creating our own notes from different sources. So I'll be able to give you a suggestion of a book, but in the next class only because what I'm referring is multiple books and I'm making my note. I will share everything in the PPT form and in the PDF form with all of you. And if you want to read it before the class, then definitely I'll share it.
thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Avik?
Yes, madam. Yes. So basically, I have some sort of doubt on the difference between the research question and hypothesis. I have an impression.
Okay.
So basically, I was just trying to sort this out through an example. I was thinking that maybe for if I identify 3 or 4 research questions and then it may be possible to create a sort of set of hypotheses for each of the research questions.
Definitely, Avik, without research question, one cannot create hypothesis. That is why hypothesis and research question are taken on one grade only. Okay, because first you have to create the research question on what you want to research or what you exactly wants to research, and that can go in any way, like positive and negative, and that actually shows what the hypothesis is all about. Okay, so that comes on a same question that what is your research is, what is your research hypothesis and your research question is all about.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, Reena, yes, what is your question? No question. Ibrahim Muhammad.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for making me. Yeah.
Ma'am, I am Reena Mahato.
Yeah, Reena, please do tell me what's your question.
मैम मेरे नेटवर्क का प्रॉब्लम था इसलिए लेट में ज्वाइन हुई हूँ तो थोड़ा शॉर्ट के वो बता दीजिए ना स्टेप।
बेटा मैं आपको नोट शेयर कर दूंगी, आपको सारा मिल जाएगा, कोई टेंशन नहीं है, और आई विल आस्क द अथॉरिटीज, अगर वो अलाउ करेंगे तो मैं आपको रिकॉर्डिंग भी दे दूंगी, ठीक है?
ओके थैंक यू
या यस
Ma'am, I think for the recording this meet is not being recorded.
I'll ask them, don't worry. Yes.
Okay. Can I ask?
Yes, Ibrahim.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Actually, I'm doing. I am doing research in electronics engineering.
Okay.
So that for that shall we follow the same method of prepare
and this selection of the topic?
ये तो मैं नहीं बता सकती कि who will be your guide. Your guide will take and will you have to coordinate with your guide for that what will be your topic or something. Okay.
Okay, so this before submission of synopsis guide will allot or after this?
I think no. Before submission of synopsis only, definitely then only you will all be able to select your topic because your guide should be agreed to that, no?
Right.
right? So the guide will be allotted to you before the submission of your synopsis.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Now the last point of your synopsis.
How much the period? How much?
The last point of your synopsis is bibliography or references. And the bibliography and references that has been written in any of the synopsis are being written in 3 types. Okay, there are 3 styles of writing the synopsis, references. That is MLA, APA, and Chicago. These are the 3 styles. Chicago is only for the sciences, and APA and MLA is considered for all kind of fields. All the fields are taking APA and MLA. Okay.
What is this Chicago, ma'am?
Chicago is also a style of writing the references and bibliography, but that only goes with your what should I say?
Ma'am, can you please give us some examples of
Sciences
this
only.
APA and MLA?
Actually, my subject is microbiology, madam.
That I'll take in next class. I will give you the references and will show you the style of writing. If I write here, you won't understand. But yes, I will take and will give you how MLA style of writing will be taken, how APA will be taken. So that all will be given to you. Even your ma'am who will, or the sir who will take your research questions, research methodology will also be giving you the same things. That will also be taken by the research methodology faculty. Yes, Rohit.
Yes.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for this detailed information. Thank you.
Most welcome. Yes, Avik.
Madam, just one question. When we are writing the synopsis, can we include any graphical or diagrammatic representation in the synopsis, or we are not allowed to do that?
No, you are totally allowed to do the graphical and diagramical or any kind of diagram, pie chart or anything. You can share any way to make it more as concise as you can. Okay. And yeah, who is the next to answer? Debashish Datta. Yes, Debashish.
मैम रेफरेंस के पहले कोई कंक्लूजन देना होगा क्या?
कंक्लूजन नहीं देना होगा. आप चैप्टर वाइज समरी देने के बाद जब लिमिटेशंस दे देते हैं तो कोई कंक्लूजन नहीं देते सिनॉप्सिस में. Yes, Meeta.
Within how many months we have to submit?
6 months, 3 months coursework is there, and after the exam, you will be given time to prepare your synopsis.
So what will be in exam, ma'am?
These, whatever we are teaching you, review of literature, research methodology, and computer application. These 3 papers will be there of coursework. After that, 3 months time will be given to you to submit your synopsis.
Ma'am, it will be helpful for us.
Just a minute, I'm asking. Meeta Joshi.
Ma'am, I missed the 6th point when you were explaining due to network issue. Could you please explain? Mention the 6th.
6th point was
Chapter-wise summary.
Chapter-wise summary. You have to give a comprehensive introduction, very comprehensive introduction of what you are going to take in your chapters.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yes, Papai Saha.
Ma'am, I joined your class 10 minutes late. So what could be there?
See, whatever you have understand is fine. Baki, I'll ask the authorities to give a recording to you. I'm again and again saying that. Let me take a discussion to that, and I will let back to you. Fine?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yes, Soumya.
Yeah, ma'am. Hi, ma'am. Actually, I have one doubt. Actually, in pharmacy, we'll be doing project thesis, right? In the same way in PhD synopsis?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the same way we need to prepare synopsis?
Yes, you have to prepare the synopsis in the same way. The format
so there will be calling abstract, here synopsis?
Yeah, format will be same.
The format will be same. Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Syed.
Can you keep your screen up for a moment? I just want to check point number 1 to last. Just for my
One is being
reference, so if you
deleted
can-
by me. One is being deleted by me. First was introduction. Second was review of research. Third, research
Yeah,
methodology.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. I think I got number 1 as topic, and then number 2 as introduction.
First was topic. Second was introduction. वो मैंने गलती से लिख दिया था वहाँ पे, बट वो आपका जब साइनॉप्सिस हम लोग फाइनल करते तो साइनॉप्सिस के नीचे ही टॉपिक लिखा था. Then comes introduction, then review of research, then research methodology. Okay, the sequence is
Thank
being
you.
that is misspelled by me. Okay, now everything
No
is
problem.
clear to
Thank you.
everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
see you day after tomorrow.
Yes,
Good night,
ma'am.
everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye bye. See you day after tomorrow.
Good night, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Yes, most welcome. Bye.
Thank you.